Hey everyone, Kyle Walker here. If you love cars, fixing things, or just want to understand your vehicle better, you're in the right place. I share hands-on tips, smart driving advice, and straight-up car talk without the fluff. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stick around till the end. You don't want to miss what's coming up. Let's get
Among
into
the
it.
most original, effective inventions in the automotive world unequivocally belongs to the snorkel. It is generally believed that its birth took place in the distant 1910, and its parents, the commander of the Russian submarine, Skat, Nikolai Gudym, and the inventor Boris Salyer, who at that time was in charge of the floating transport workshop, Xenia. It was within the walls of this workshop that the first snorkel appeared, having passed the launch test on the Skat on October 19th. Then the submarine Feld Marshal Count Sheremetev acquired the same design. Today its analogs are widely used not only in automobiles, having received the exotic name off-road or trunk, but also in underwater tanks. This material is devoted to this important device, analyzing what are the principles of its operation, the pros and cons of application, as well as how to install it by your own efforts, without resorting to the help of specialized automotive service centers. What is a snorkel and what is it for? First of all, about the very name of this unusual device. It came from the German Snorkel, which literally means breathing tube. Visually, it is repeatedly seen by each of us, but not everyone knows what it is intended for. Many are interested in what the snorkel is needed for, what functional role in the car it performs. This is eloquently evidenced by the name itself. So, it means the pipe of air intake of the engine, constructively moved upward, outside the car. It is such a pipe and gives an understanding of what is a snorkel for the car and why you need a snorkel. In this way the engine is supplied with very necessary air for him. With the help of this breathing tube, the car is able to confidently overcome fords, avoiding the ingress of different types of liquids into the engine. It also prevents dirt from getting into the air filter system. Figuratively speaking, it is an additional protector of the car from water penetration, from hydrostroke, which is able to destroy even the most perfect motor. Design and principle of operation. The design of the snorkel is extremely simple. It consists of a pipe hull and a nozzle air intake. The nozzle is connected to the body by a connector made of dense, reliable rubber. Flexible plastic is also used for such a connection. Rubber or plastic helps to ensure a hermetic seal even in those situations where permanent powerful body vibrations are fixed while driving on a poor quality road with obstacles. Read also, what is the CAN bus in the car? Equally simple, and the principle of functioning of the nozzle. It is intended for two main functions. Provide delivery to the engine clean, without any dust or dirt, air. The snorkel works as a kind of separator, which sifts out water splashes and raindrops falling into the snorkel. Therefore, it is made of anti-corrosive materials. How to choose equipment. As in any case concerning the purchase of an important accessory for the car, choose a snorkel very carefully, taking into account a set of several key factors, in what exact conditions it will be operated together with the car. From these conditions depends on the choice of material from which smaster and trunk, whether it provides reliable hermetic protection. Also the location on the machine. Having clearly defined where exactly it will be installed, consider options of its dimensions. Of the snorkel, it is necessary to take into account the price point. Since the range of cost of snorkels on the modern automobile market is quite impressive. So, you can meet from quite affordable for the usual budget amounts to impressive prices, to cope with which only selected motorists can afford. Advantages and disadvantages of use. Specialists determine the following aspects of benefit from the use of the proboscis. It effectively protects the car from hydro impact when you have to force deep water or mud obstacles. It significantly reduces the amount of dust entering the air filter system. If the car is traveling on a country road or sandy path, by having a nozzle, it allows saving fuel, even if only in small amounts. It is equipped with an effective moisture removal system, allowing the vehicle to feel confident in heavy rain. Among the disadvantages of the snorkel, many people call the fact that its installation significantly transforms the appearance of the car, mainly worsening the overall aesthetic impression. However, this is, of course, a matter of taste, because many motorists like the new design with a trunk more than in its absence. How to install a snorkel? There are two main options that are used when the car owner wants to acquire such a device. Install the snorkel with their own hands, which will significantly save financial resources, but this way requires a certain level of skill, knowledge, in extreme cases. The presence and assistance in the installation of an experienced specialist. In this case, it is carefully considered how to make a snorkel, what and where it is better to buy, what materials and tools to acquire. The second option completely relieves the driver from solving these issues, as he can transfer them to professionals who have repeatedly carried out similar operations, but will cost, of course, more expensive. Read also, features, advantages, and disadvantages of the motor TFSI. Not everyone knows how to make a snorkel. This will require the presence of plastic or metal corrugations, the length of which is about 2 meters, as well as sealant, rubber, bands for sealing, grids for ventilation, clamps, a bolt cutter, and fasteners ties. When these components are prepared for a homemade construction, you can proceed to the installation procedure itself. The corrugation is connected in the places of joints. A hole is drilled for the installation of the corrugation. This should be done to the side post of the windshield, on the driver's or front passenger's side. A hole is drilled, the location of which is the fender or hood. Through it the tube will be led out of the engine compartment. The upper part of the tube is bent forward, then the grill is put on and fixed with a homemade bracket. The holes are sealed with sealant, and the tube outlet holes are glued with rubber gaskets. Problems associated with the use of a snorkel. As domestic practice has shown, the use of snorkel is sometimes accompanied by undesirable technical and other problems. If, for example, such a trunk is made of plastic unstable to low temperatures, in winter it may not withstand frost and burst, breaking the tightness. If it is extended outside the car, which happens quite often, it may be damaged by tree branches and other foreign objects while driving. A negative effect can also be caused by the use of a proboscis with an insufficient cross-section, as it will not be able to provide the engine with the necessary amount of air and, as drivers say, will begin to choke it. Illiterate installation will lead to the fact that in heavy rain water can directly get into the engine. Drivers often also ask whether the trunk should be legalized, how it is registered, whether it should be registered at all. Here the situation is as follows. Since the installation of the device, being a constructive change of the car, does not affect traffic safety, there is no need to register it. Which, however, does not mean that someday one of the traffic police officers will not start a principled position on this issue with the driver, and you will have to defend your rightness. Let the snorkel of your car constantly brought you only benefit, but not problems. In conclusion, installing a snorkel in your vehicle can significantly enhance its off-road capabilities by allowing it to breathe clean air while traversing through water and dust. By following the steps outlined in this video, you can ensure a proper installation that maximizes performance and protects your engine. Remember to always consult your vehicle's manual and consider seeking professional assistance if you're unsure about any part of the process. With the right tools and a bit of patience, you'll be ready to tackle any adventure that comes your way. Thank you for watching, and happy driving.